So here's what happens in the old model. You go to your lender, loan officer looks at some version of the package, maybe pulls credit, they issue a pre-approval letter. Really what's happening there is that loan officer is giving you a pre-approval based on their best guess. But the truth is they're not an underwriter. So at least 10, 20% of the time, there's an honest mistake that doesn't get identified until much later in the process. So now the poor realtor's out for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, however long it takes, looking for a house for the client based on the loan officer's best guess. And finally, once they get into escrow, the lender starts to do their job, springs into action, and starts doing all the heavy lifting. They order the 4506T to make sure the IRS transcripts come in, to make sure the tax returns are legitimate. They finally verify the down payment. They dig into the bank statements. They make sure the wife's not on maternity leave. They make sure the husband's not on disability. The lender, in the old school model, does all of the stuff that burns time. And now, 10 to 17, sometimes 20 days into the process, the underwriter, the person that actually has the authority to approve the loan, finally looks at the loan. What they find? They find the mistakes based on the loan officer's best guess. Anytime realtors have heard the excuses, well, the guidelines change. Or, yeah, we missed this, you got to put down more money. Or, let's try another lender and shop this over to another bank. All that really means is the good-intentioned loan officer made a mistake that's now been caught by the underwriter. Now you have anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks to 2 months where everything has to be restructured and reworked because of the fact that the loan officer made an honest mistake, and you do not have a referable experience at the end of the transaction because the client is frustrated. The client did not get served. Fast forward to Movement Mortgage. Founded in 2008, completely re-engineered the process and wanted to do things differently. What we do, we still do our pre-approval. We want to be engaged with the client and tell the client and the realtor, hey, more or less, you're approved up to $500,000 with 10% down. However, why stop there? In our system, we want to send the file directly to underwriting today. And what that means with Movement Mortgage's process is we will get the underwriting back, usually in 6 hours or less. And before the realtor even potentially meets with the client to start talking about neighborhoods or much less driving them around to look at houses, we're going to have a fully underwritten loan. And I love it because we don't stop there. Our processors are amazing. They go to work and they have what's called a 7-day process. And they are bonused based on how quickly they can process a file. If they close the file out in 5 days, great, they get double their bonus. If they close the file out in 7 days, they get their bonus. And if they miss a closing date, they start to lose bonus on that file and potentially other files. So our processors are highly motivated to get the job done. So now what do you have? You have a file that's been fully underwritten, you have a file that's been fully processed, and before the realtor even starts to make offers for the client, we have a completely approved loan signed, sealed, and delivered. It's a better system. It's a better way to service our client because everything that is normally done in the old school process has been done upfront by Movement Mortgage, our underwriters, and our processors.